She yields back her time. Gentleman from Texas.
I yield myself 3 minutes, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman recognized for 3 minutes.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'm not sure the hardworking men and women of America need a chart to know how expensive gasoline is, and I was interested in my friend from Texas's history lesson, but there's a more recent history lesson that I believe the American people could benefit from. Elections have consequences. The Democrats took control of the Senate and took control of the House in January of 2007. They've been in control of the nation's economy now for 15 months. This is what the price of oil was when the Democrats took control of this body. Here's where the price of oil is now, roughly double. Since the Democrats took control of this body, Mr. Chairman, job growth has been cut in half, and the economy has actually lost over 80,000 jobs in the most recent 2 months. The average family's grocery bill has increased about $70 per month since the Democrats took control of Congress. The stock market has lost about 10% of its value since the Democrats took control of Congress. Home prices have fallen roughly 8% since the Democrats took control of Congress. Consumer price inflation has increased over 4%, the largest calendar year increase since the early 90s, since the Democrats have taken control of Congress. That is the more recent history lesson that the American people can profit from. There's another aspect, though, of these Democrat budgets that, again, I believe deserve very special attention. I want to again thank the ranking member for his insight into the peril that these budgets present to future generations and really the threat to the retirement security of our children and grandchildren, because these budgets compromise that. We know that Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security won't be around for future generations unless they are reformed. But I want to focus again on the fact that this budget and every Democrat budget will raise taxes on hardworking American families by at least $3,000 a month. And what do they do with that money? They keep alive an earmark system that far too many Americans have rightfully concluded that all too often represent the victory of transparency, rather secrecy over transparency, and special interest over the national interest, and privilege over merit. And so they're going to raise taxes on American families $3,000 a year. And what are they going to pay for? Well, they're going to pay for things like $2 million to study yoga in the defense bill that was placed in by a Democrat member of Congress. And perhaps they don't have a bridge to nowhere, but according to CBS News, we have an arc to nowhere. A Democrat member of Congress wanted to rebuild an arc in a park. We fund the Doyle Center for Manufacturing Technology, named after a Democrat member of Congress. I've already mentioned the Charlie Rangel Center, $2 million, using I yield myself an additional minute, Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman recognized for additional minute.
They raise taxes on the American people, $3,000 a family, to pay for the Charlie Rangel Center for Public Service. I've already mentioned the fact that they are spending $100,000 for the LA Fashion District for, quote, signage and streetscape improvements. One of the district's main thoroughfares, Robertson Boulevard, is known as a great place to spot celebrity shoppers. The Democrat budgets keep these earmarks alive and well and raise taxes on the American people, $3,000 a year to pay for it. $231,000 for something called the Lincoln Airport Commission, an airport in Illinois that does not even exist, the executive director of whom apparently is on the staff of a Democrat member of the United States Congress. I yield myself an additional minute, Mr. Chair. In order to raise taxes $3,000 a year on American families, the Democrats also continue to fund earmarks like $300,000 requested for a Democrat member to help train future employees of Hollywood movie sets. I'm sure the movie studios are struggling as they make their multi-millions at the box office. $2 million for the paint shield for protecting people from microbial threats, which was given to one specific company, No competitive bid. They just handed the money to Sherwin-Williams and said, no need to compete. No need to show merit. We're going to raise taxes on the American family $3,000 a year to pay for more earmarks. And the list goes on and on. Two very different budgets, Mr. Chairman. The Republican budget says enough's enough. Declare a year-long moratorium on earmarks and fix this broken system. Every single Democrat budget, Mr. Chairman, says status quo is fine. Let's keep these earmarks a-coming. Let's make sure we take from the family paycheck so some member of Congress can keep